And I'm going to say welcome back everybody to an old friend. We haven't been here in a while. I've actually been really keen to get back to this map for a little while now, probably over a month now, and have a revisit of it and bring it into version 18 and start expanding it and do stuff and things. Moving the smelters again? Not today. Apparently at some point I did actually get science going again. I don't remember actually doing it, but at some point I actually did add sulfur. As it turns out, hey, Spellmaster. With entire base 2 tiles west. I thought, yeah, you mentioned it, it might not be a bad idea. In related news, I wasn't feeling satisfactory today, so I thought I'd try this. I thought I'd come back to this thing. But yes, that's what we expect. No, I've got a reputation to uphold. I feel like these just aren't quite doing it. I'll start getting enough gears, I can say that much. Because it's not getting enough iron. Can definitely see that. The good kick won't solve. Right, so where does that iron come from? Oh. Okay then. That iron doesn't come from anywhere. I suppose I could just split it out and have it just soak up all of it. Where the hell's it come? Oh, there. Right. But I think up here actually isn't set up properly. Yeah, it's starved of light oil. Actually, the other thing, it occurred to me when I opened up this save and started thinking about the ratios and things, it occurred to me there's something else that we haven't seen in a long time. And it's this thing. Does it actually say... I don't remember if I ever put things like rocket fuel on here. Is it engine, steel, robo frame? Some random numbers, brick? Same thing, but done for a different belt speed. Should do this one day. Maybe I'll do this in the not too distant future. And up it to 7,200. So... Still running mining drills for science? No, apparently I changed that. Oh yeah, I would have changed that in when this was brought into 17. Because this had solid fuel at some point. Oh. There's no space science. Why is there no space? Oh, there's no rocket fuel. I'm going to hazard a guess that I'm going to need to deal with rocket fuel. Oh, that glorious belt of satellites. Yeah, and that base has got other problems converting it over. It's got a lot of problems converting it over. I have rocket fuel there right now. Had rocket fuel there right now. You don't need more. There are bots. Not quite sure what those bots are doing, but they're doing things. Now, are the trains stuck? No. Are they saving PC? PC hates that map. Oh, my PC hates that map. Now, I'm going to hazard a guess. That is probably not ratioed. But I'm going to assume that that's why I was standing here. Yeah, this is where the solid fuel was. Is that I quickly did it at some point when I was bored. Oh yeah, the new pumps. From a booty of water. And because they're still version 12 pumps, there's just going to be a big old mess. Look at it, it's just hanging out. Oh no, that's a modern one. Where's a version 12 one? No? I mean, that'll be one there. Yet. All these. Yeah. It's an even bigger mess. Actually, it's probably a little bit less of a mess than it used to be. Oh no, those are phasing through each other. The original ones don't have a name attached. Like these. They could throw it with different software pumps. I know a lot of people wanted me to replace these with... Apparently I did do some of these. Wanted me to fix these. I mean, this is part of the history of the base. And look at that. Isn't that magnificent? Magnificently stupid. I'll actually fix this one day too. And get it going. Maybe run it on rocket fuel or nuclear fuel or something. The trouble is I need to deal with a coal bunker. What does a coal bunker even do these days? So we're bringing coal in. And then it gets sent... I'm already distracted. It gets sent to the base for grenades, and I think it gets sent over here for things, explosives. And plastic. Yeah, military and plastic, that's why. Because I needed to exchange it for these two. And then it becomes a question of... Do I want to keep it here? The original reason why this was here was because this was the coal supply point. Like, this was to feed the power plant, and then any leftover goes to the base. Yeah, I'll just leave it. Let's have a look at this first. So, first question, are all the refineries running? No, they're backed up on light oil. Petroleum gas seems fine. It's just light oil. What's this one doing actually? You're backed up on heavy oil. Why are you backed up on heavy oil? Because this build shouldn't... Like, it shouldn't have changed anything. And it's running as hard as it can. The ratios haven't changed, have they? Or did it? Like, I know the oil did change, but I don't remember advanced oil changing. Alright, I remember now. I suppose I could pull up Kirk McDonald and have a look, or one of the old calculators. Let's have a look. Because this is set up for, this can do 16. The 1 unit of solid fuel. Actually, can I do fluids? I can. Interesting. I guess it is. Ugh, whoops. I was going to say, I guess it is trying to deal with that. Need modules? Yeah. Less than 23. What? This thing's really having a bad time. What the hell was it? It was 55, 45, and I have a feeling it wasn't 25. I'm pretty sure it was less than that for heavy oil. I legitimately can't remember now. Let's have a look. Wasn't it 20? Maybe it was. I think so. So will heavy delight and be done with it? Future. I like that idea. That's a good idea. I mean, it's easy enough to expand anyway. There we go. Problem solved. Except for the fact that it won't bring any of this crap. I want to say 20 as well. Well, I can't remember it. I should know this off the top of my head straight away. Oh, I guess the bots do have it after all. They has it after all. There. Nom on that. So it's just interesting, actually, that this one isn't as affected. It means I'll have to do the same fix to all of them, though. All of these will have the same problem. Oh, that's what it is. There's no lube. It's probably been wrong all this time. That's pretty funny. Oh yeah, you need water. It's kind of important, isn't it, water? There we go. Ha! No pipe laying for the bots. But I'll give them the spare one. Right, so that one... yeah, that one's going. Yeah, it's going down now. And they don't... yeah, they're definitely... 2, 4, 5... they're all advanced oil. One job. It was only I can only remember basic oil cracking changed. I just got to work through this backlog now. The other question is, am I overloading the water supply? Seems alright. Yeah, now it's backed up on light oil. Alright. Alrighty then. What I should do is just pipe the living crap out of it. Because apparently that works. Alright, let's grab some pipes and make things happen. How many pipes do we have? We have 2. Some pumps I do. There. Just really suck it out there. Of course, I have to do the same deal to this one here. Alright, let's reconnect this thing and boop that in. Right, you weeble wobble out, you do that. I won't question it. Zigzag over. Ah, you also zigzag over like that. And then you actually receive water. Robot icon from the distance looks rather weird. It does, doesn't it? Does kind of feel a bit like change for the sake of change. In a way. Well, hello, train. Right, that's plugged in. Oh yeah, you can quick replace these things. I knew that. Oh. Big sneeze. Yeah, you zoom out to there and it's just kind of weird. Fix a pipe? Oh yeah, did that again. There we go. Let's grab you, bring it over here. Reach, it does. And there. Hopefully that'll help suck the light oil out. Sorta. Here's the point where we throw pipes at the problem. Okay, so what I want to do is grab that, bring it over here, pop it there, and we'll expand it by 3, because there's 3 light oil outputs. And what I might also do is add a pump here, just to really nail home the point that I want the light oil to come through. I might even add some pumps to suck it in. Powder warming fox. When in doubt, throw biters at the problem. Wait, no. It'll solve a problem. Can't argue with it. I mean, may not necessarily solve the problem that you want, but it'll solve a problem. Hey, do what I'll say. Let's boop that there. Where you line up? Might line up with this one. Ah, it's off. It's an odd number going between. Do there. There we go. Yeah, it solves a problem that isn't a problem yet. Also, and causes a billion others. It does fix something. Exactly. Want fast flowing light? I mean, worst case scenario, I could just throw even more pipes at it. Yeah, and it'll do something. I don't know what, but it'll do something. Wasn't it, the Palace? Someone... He was having the same problem, and several people in his stream, just a while ago, told him to do the same thing. Just throw pipes at it until it starts working. So those are nice numbers. Just glad nuclear reactors in this game don't explode from lack of things. Yeah, they only explode when they get in excess of things. Generally in excess of bullets or rockets. And more important... Oh, heavy oil. Light oil. Or in excess of biters, yeah. The biters use the nuclear reactors as a scratching post, then you're in trouble. Reach any further? No. I wonder if I'll need more. Who knows? Didn't connect the 3 pipe bus. Oh, hang on, I'll go back and have a look. I didn't do the corner bit on purpose. And I might need to add pumps here as well. But yeah, I was going to redo this. I was going to do it. Go. That. $10.44. It was 10. Just pop that on temporarily. Ah, I see. I see it now. How's that look? See that going down. Print 16 to check. I could have actually... I do have a copy of 16 lying around, so I could have actually checked, come to think of it. Now it's backed up on gas. I mean, I can see it right there. These are supposed to be priority. Yeah, the wiki doesn't say. Actually kind of annoying. You can actually tell which one's doing the gas, because it's different chimney colour with the smoke. Burrow, how you doing? Love that smoke. It's really good. It was an excellent. It was one of the nicer changes in 17. You can go. So how has that affected my rocket fuel production? I should have actually checked before, you know. It's making 2.5 that long ago. And now it's making 2.5. How much do I actually need? Apparently it wasn't running then it was a burp. And then a 1.6. I'm going to hazard a guess it was around there. And then it was, yeah, falling down. It'll be that dip there. So, according to this graph, is that 10 minutes? Or 1 minute? Or is that 10 minutes? Yeah, I'd say it was down there before I got to it. Rose, how you doing? Yeah, 60 there, minutes. Now I get it. It's funny how the axes of the graph made things more confusing. Not too bad. Oh no, I'm alright. I'm awake now. Actually, how's the coffee situation? Coffee situation is quite dire. There's a lot of updates and things going on this morning. So I had to drink all the coffee, sorting all that out. Right there. Might turn this fluid box stuff off. So why Here's the question. Or is it a lack of... No? No, it is a lack of oil. That's really odd. Or is it oh, it looks like it's rebalancing crude. Or is something going wacky? I think something's gone funny with this balancer. Because it's not letting oil through like it should. System has a lot of gas, it does. Yeah, something ain't right here. I don't really see any reason why it shouldn't. To. I'm just looking and I'm trying to see. It's all bleeping. -6, -6. Now the train's in, it's all just gonna flood in. Pump has no output? If the pump didn't have an output, they would all shut off. What's that? No -6? Greater than 0? Maybe one of them doesn't have a wire. No? Yeah, there it is. Should have. It didn't have a green wire. So if you get out of here. That's better. See, they're holding on now. It's because the oil here had to redistribute out for it to trigger again. Yeah, that's better. It's probably the same on all of them then. Yep. Honestly amazing. Yeah, with the host there. Hey. Thank you. It's amazing how long it's run just fine with a wire missing. It's probably because it never really had to work that hard. And they're all fine. My arms are doing alright. Yeah, from whenever I originally built this thing. Depends on the definition of fine. Yes. Yeah, so it's now backed up. What's the time usage at? I'm starting to see a little bit of stuttering. If the thing will click. 10. Did I leave nuclear on? Yes, I did. I did actually turn it on. Don't light a match. Well, that's one way to get rid of the gas. I'm pretty sure I did something to this as well. I think I tidied up the belts. Made it look a little less stupid. I'm really happy with this build. It's very uniform, very tight. Tight and uniform. I'm sure everyone likes tight uniform. Say what? Flamethrower burn off. Now. How much is this actually producing? 15, 19. It's barely even working, really. Had to be a commenter. I'm sure everyone likes tight uniform. I can't say I disagree. Yeah, see? Can't complain. Maybe that's Neil has a secret. He just really has a fondness for Titan uniform. Now, I need to get rid of this gas. Get rid of this gas in their ass. So probably want to change some of these over. Well, that's not really helping the situation. Where's the other three there? Oleg, how you doing? I know we're talking about gas. If it wasn't so tight. Think then. Hey, Pointless Undergrounds. You sure about that? We saw with that coming in with that 7-month sub. Thank you very much. Yeah, you have to go to sleep. Gotta be up for 9 hours. Alrighty, have a good rest. I am actually recording this one for VODs, so hopefully I'll eventually get around to doing it. I still haven't done the last of the other base. Having said that. Is that all the pointless ones? I think it is. Close enough. Yeah, even the graphics drain that used to be there isn't anymore, so you don't really need the undergrounds. So I have a single row. I want this to drain on priority instead of a little bit of everything. Ideally, the lazy way is to actually make the back row, and that would fix that problem. What project is it? Don't look like your rail bus. This is actually the old Red Belt Mega Base. That's been going since version 12. Wanted to bring it back to 18. Also maybe do some outposting, get it all running again. Oh, looks like we're almost got space packs going. That single belt drain, that uneven drain, just been the burden of this base. What's going on there? I completely lost that belt. Oh, I see how it is. Look at me, how you doing? Red belt turned to blue belt. It did, mainly because the red belt couldn't keep up. There is still some red belt parts. How many does this go into? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Baseline, how you doing? How's everything down under? Pretty good, pretty cold. Underground belt grid back. It's something you don't see very often these days. Because there's just no reason to do it anymore. The old vanilla map with the custom train controller? It is. Rita coming in with the following. Thank you very much. And welcome. Yeah, so this has got the whatever that is, and all these, whatever these are, green circuits. Where you're constantly moving everything a few tiles back and forth. I remember enjoying to watch that song 3 years ago. 72, I think it's 62. I mean, that's 64 lanes in there. Missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 60 then. Why are you all gappy? You shouldn't be gappy. How dare you be gappy? Oh good, it fixed itself. Very good, carry on. I legitimately don't remember if it was meant to back up the belts or not. I don't think it does. I think it does deliberately leave gaps. And then my hope was it goes into this big-ass balancer and then that deals with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, and there's more in than out, so it just sort of deals with it. To replace unnecessary undergrounds? Not really. It's I remember we went through that before, and the conclusion was to keep the undergrounds for the sake of that's how it used to be back in the day. The overwhelming majority said no replacing. So you have no light oil. Oh, that's right, I did some bizarro snaking system. That isn't inconvenient at all. I'll see what we can do. Why not priority splitter input? That's what I'm thinking. And doing away with the balancer. Yeah, actually, come to think of it, I don't think priority splitters existed when I built this. I don't remember. So where? There. In fact, what I might do... You're gonna go there. And you're gonna go there, and you're gonna go... Well, you don't really need to do that, but sure, you can do that as well. Go there. We'll go in there. I'm gonna boop that there. How about I do it like this? And actually utilize the undergrounds that are provided. Alright, let's bring that across. Which one are you? You're not it. It's this one. Yeah, so what I want to do is group all of the solid fuels, solid fuel from petroleum gas together. It's actually draining pretty quick. And that goes there. That way they can be dealt with together. Yeah, for sake of FPS, because it was a problem back then. I remember that. Every time I loaded the game, as soon as I hovered over that, all those 60 belts of green circuits, or every time I hovered over the green river, the game would just lock up for like 2 seconds. I feel like I'm missing an output. One gas, 2 gas, 3 gas, half and half. Yeah, I think it's that one. I think this one's meant to be here. There we go. Rid that. Might actually be overproducing now. I mean, I don't have this solid fuel branch off anymore. Like, I don't need to send solid fuel to the base anymore. So I don't need that branch off. Something looks funny with that. That splitter sound. I Heard it before, but I can't actually hear it now. It's a problem though, is that in theory the gas is always meant to run short. I always press escape these days. So you should be drained, and you should be in the process of getting drained. Okay. I mean, they're all running. What's it running at? 2.4, 2.5. It's holding. Praise the bells. Finally away from the bot madness. I want to come back to that, but I don't know. I need to rethink the strategy. Speaking of the bot base. I'm just not liking the way it's turning out. Yeah, so these are really just tearing through everything. Well, sort of tearing through everything. It's only backed up on light oil. I suppose this one could actually supplement those belts. I don't know how I'm going to achieve it, but I'll try. Something like that, and then that, and probably that. Start with that again. Like, it needs to do that. Then you merge into there. I'll just give it as much space as possible. Like that. So it's taking this belt and injecting into there. Are you planning on reverting direct insertion? Planning to reverting to direct insertion from belts. I don't know. I need to double check what's actually the way to do it now. Interesting. Chest stubs, add inserters now. So you don't want chest stubs? Is that the implication? Yes, that's what it should be doing. Only that one's redundant because it's actually like that. I can tidy it up further by tweaking that. Put that there, put that there. Thank you, how you doing? That's a bit tidier. If I really wanted to make it tidy there, just fill in that lane. Push everything up and inject extra belt from the bottom. What I was actually thinking, or what I was starting to think was maybe I could do that there. Oh, and then just sort of zigzags. There. I'll just leave it there for the moment. All I'm interested in really is just getting rocket fuel going. Just making sure it's getting fully supplied. I don't want to spend too much time on it. The main thing is the gases are empty. These are all relatively full. It's okay for these to be backed up a little bit on like light oil. They're actually still backed up on gas a lot. Oh, that's why. Oh dear. There we go. Hang on, no, that's not right again. Crap. No, you're supposed to be like that. I guess this is just tanking all it can. Push everything up and inject extra belt from the bottom? Do you mean all of these belts? Just move all 4 belts? I might need a picture. Yeah, there's that splitter sound. So many new sounds. It is amazing. Yeah, good enough. Good enough for government work. The main thing is we're getting... yeah, it's getting trains full. Is it actually carrying a full load? I don't know that everything in this base is just kinda half finished. Like that's not finished. This isn't finished over here. Like everything in this base is like mostly done, but kinda not at the same time. The old oil, isn't this one of the damaged ones? Yeah, sorta. Like in here, it's trying to be something that's done, but not quite. Everything changes so much, though. Yeah, I always did avoid decorating. And like, cleaning up this requires me to move all that out, basically. I'll push that out, which I really don't want to do. Whatever the hell this mess is. Are we full yet? Almost. There it is. It's fine. Let's see what's happening at the base in terms of science. It's still rocket fuel, I'm guessing. Yeah. Where are we at? There we are. All the unfinished concrete too. Better than Octagon Madness? That's your base, isn't it? And a boop. It's crazy how fast it eats it. Like that's done right there. Yeah, those are already empty. The next one's still only just on its way. Okay. Where are we at? This thing... I think this should work, shouldn't it? Where is it? Oh, 0. Interesting. Hello? You broken? Why is that 0? Why is everything... What? Huh? Wrong version? I mean... this only goes up to... Oh, just wiped everything. I know Kirk McDonald is a bit obsolete, but what I'm interested in shouldn't matter. Modules? There we go. All I care about is the rocket fuel. Yeah, 2700. Bill the Great, how you doing? So I'm actually not producing enough, is really what it's coming down to. That should actually be, what, 3960. If I want 10% on top of it. What's my 10% factor on this thing? I have no idea. Oh well. I think this will say like 3,000 a minute, something like that? Yeah, 3,000 a minute. So it's always going to run short for that reason. Hey, Tough Lady. Going in with a Twitch Prime. Welcome. How's your week been? Suppose I could just, well, I can get rid of that track. Not needing to pick up solid fuel anymore is actually really handy. Busy and now kids made you sick? Want to curl up and sleep? Hey, better get right onto that then. Curling up and sleeping. Need to rebuild it there, might as well move it over and fix explosives too. God damn it. Hit it when you're right. Wants to play boot game. Oh. I'll leave it at that for now. Let's move along. What else? What else does this base really need? Does all this stuff run? Seems to be running. I mean, military crap's going in and military crap's coming out. Cough on the toilet paper. Haven't you upgraded to virus-proof condoms yet? What else are people doing these days? When I say people, you know what I mean. And get tased. Now, could do some outposting and clean up the last of these outposts over here. So many small databases. Yeah, these are RSO databases. These are. Why do any of that? Because none of it actually does anything. Having said that, I saw an ad on, you know how on YouTube on mobile you have like videos and then you have these placeholder video ads, and one of them was for a carbon fiber filter mask. Like that's it's the sort of thing that's not really helping. So how old is this base? This is from like March 20 or so 2016. It's about a 4-year-old base. Yeah, just a few hours. The problem is the hours thing isn't even accurate because it ran at like 20 UPS for most of the time. So it's actually like 3 times longer than what the hours say. The hours are well over 1,000. Yeah, 1134, but it's really more like 2,000, maybe even 3,000 hours. Yeah, quite a few updates ago. It's so old. The pumps here are inside pipes. Back when you had to create your own power switches. Angry Phone's here. Still the call coming in with 8 months. Very much. That Twitch Prime sub. There's just crap lying around from previous versions everywhere. I think I actually moved to some of these. A lot of it was optimizing the builds for what that version at the time needed. Although it's just unload gone. It takes like 5 seconds to unload. Maybe drive through the junction of certain death. What do I look like, Video Game Geek? How's the train counter going? That's an excellent question. Let's go visit the train counter. The train counter's been counting trains since version 13. There it is. 83,000, 62,000, 30,000, 25,000, 67,000, 45, 35, 45. The other two should be really high. Yeah, 101. And then 51. Because of pathing weirdness, 78. 45,000. Hey, Rain. Yeah, so this originally was only 4 lines, and it was originally counting this track, this track, this track, and this track. There's all these tracks, but it's all really only 2 lanes. Gold coffee cup. So yeah, this thing's been counting trains since forever. And we actually look over here, you see there's the 2 lanes. So one is down the bottom, follows down here, and the other one just pushes out on the outside. So the tracks coming out, there's 4 tracks coming out, and then 4 tracks going in. And even then, 2 of the 4 coming out, 2 go up, 2 go down. And then same coming in. 2 go in somewhere here, there it is. And then 2 come in. Any reason to load the save again? Need a total count. I can add them all up quite easily. Should do that. Yeah, so we're at 2,500, 2,600, so we need to crank it up. Get rid of this too. Yep. Track lag. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. I mean, this track is this build is kind of important because it's keeping the base going. Alright, so what do we need? Let's see. Craft time is 30. Uppercraft 1, machine craft speed is is, where is it? I can't see it. I'm blind. 8. Productivity is 1.4 because we've got 4 modules. My spreadsheet. Yeah, this is the spreadsheet that's accompanied this base for as long as the base has been a thing. Actually, I never actually scrolled up. So that was back when I was trying to calculate this, when I actually cared. Sort of ignored it and scrolled down here. This is more of a scratch pad than anything else. I think there's a better one here. There's an old one, actually. What else does this have? You can tell how old it is. Because it's how many... how much it used to produce in 14. Just need the values? Yeah, you just plug in the values and away it goes. There's a modern one. There's the original base. Let's make a new tab for everyone. There's a fun one. 12,000. I don't remember what that is. Oh, yeah, apparently I did a rocket fuel calculator right off the bat. Oh no, there's a better one. I just don't remember what's... Yeah, so that's a future project for this base. I haven't gotten around to it yet. Yeah, this thing actually proves... I actually need to change these numbers, I think. Oh, in fact, where is it? Advanced oil. Crude, 100. Uh, 25, 45, 55. Oh, okay, it's fairly recent. Compare it to advanced oil, which is... yeah, 10. It used to be 10, 45, 55. In 15, all the fluids were multiplied by 10. So yeah. And you actually see... this makes 3,000... Yeah, 3,800. Liquefaction makes slightly less, 3,600? Yeah, slightly less than advanced oil, and basic oil barely does anything. Well, it really doesn't do anything anymore, but it never was amazing. Yeah, this is set up for factory extended though. But I'm going to do it the simple way for now, because I don't want to change all those numbers. So I don't have to change them back. So like, we know how many we get per craft. We actually need... Oh, it's 10. Not that that matters. We know the machine craft speed, we know the item craft time, and we know how many machines we have. Let's get our universal measuring tool out. And we have 110 right now. So it makes 2,464 right now. Do you work on a daily basis with Excel? You figure it all by yourself? I've done a lot of work previously, not so much now using Excel. So a lot of the work they do with Excel translate into this. I'm actually sort of losing the skills because I'm not practicing them, so I need to do it more. This was as much keeping up on Excel more than anything else. But we want 3,000, so we can just start plugging in numbers and see what happens. Bring it up to like 150, it's a bit much. 40. Recently mastered the art of VLOOKUPs. Then that opens up a whole new world once you master VLOOKUPs, and by extension HLOOKUPs. You are 10 across. A VLOOKUP means you can have a table of values and you can index it. Yeah, so this has an HLOOKUP. So it's looking for particular values within this table. Yeah, HLOOKUP, so lookup table, that's the lookup table. Hang on a minute. Another one somewhere. Yeah, they're witchcraft, they're magical. filter and query functions of Google Sheets are really interesting. Next step beyond VLOOKUP. That is vaguely familiar. I haven't used Google Sheets in a while though. What you're doing is basically indexing a value within within this little table here. Ah, can you? It's probably getting into access those expressions, and it might, and they'll probably be named something else. They'll be there though. But I say there was 10, and there's 110 currently. So what is that? That's... it's 11. It's 12, 30. You want to go from 11 to 13 or so. I had to pause and think about that for a second. I think it's approaching coffee 2.0 time. Maybe in a half hour. Oh, so if that sheet would be in Google Sheets, I would use it all day. I think I did put some of them into Google Sheets. Hang on. Oh, look, Google Docs. Sheets. Sheets! I have no... Google Sheets is such a pain in the ass to navigate. Is it the first stream reviewing the old Megabase? Yes, it is. Hey Murray, how you doing? Still on Coffee 1.0, yeah. If using Factor Extended Plus, normal factory calculator only works to a certain point. Yeah. Apparently I've got this one. Apparently I just uploaded it at some point. So it is there. Oh, I think I'll need to, like, clean this up and make it a straight... calculator. I'll look at that after. Factory floor. I've used. It's actually quite good. Helmod. There was something wrong with Helmod. What was it? I remember we had that conversation whether or not to use Helmod or the other one, Factory floor, and there was issues with Helmod. Alright, let's clean up that. Shut you off. Helmut doesn't work in multiplayer. That's the one. Right, that's enough of that. It's going to make a real big mess of the system it's got. Like, it's not changing anything gameplay related, right? Yeah, Factory Planner just adds a little menu that you can open up. That's 130. What did I say? 140. So that's what we want. There we go. It's not like we're out of power or anything. Stupid reactors. I used it in C-block multiplayer, and if someone was using it called lag spikes earlier and later desyncs. Ugh. It's not pleasant. So these are a row of 13, right? 14, I mean. So, what we're going to do is go back to here, and then type in 14. So that makes 303.6 rocket fuel a minute. But it needs 2,240 solar fuel a minute. Yeah, I did get it right, it was 10. As in, down this feed supply belt, it needs 2,240, which is fine, but it's getting up there. Like, it's pushing what a belt can do. Alright. Pull back this one. Pop that there. Arguably, C-block on its own, it brings its own can of struggles. Yeah, if I can press the button. Let's grab you. Pop that there. The question is, do I have enough oil to actually feed it? And the answer is probably don't. We'll start with the end of it and work our way back. Not likely. Yeah, I suspect so too. I tend to like overbuilding these, admittedly. That way you can catch these things later. There we go, save my poor precious inventory from being flooded with crap. Ah, that's why you don't have power, eh? There we go. And these are going to slowly get built over time. Now, this should actually, in theory... Yeah, it's calling. So this thing's going to call for the materials it needs. It's pre-programmed to... Where is that train, actually? Oh, it's left. It's already left. Is it? Oh, it's the wrong train I was looking at. There it is, right there. Supplying the goods. Oh snap, this megabase hath returned. It has. Yeah, I wasn't feeling satisfactory today, so I thought I'd... And I had this map on my mind for a few months now. Since, like, January. Late January. So I wanted to give it another go. You hold it right there. Come back here. thought I fixed that. I mean, I suppose it doesn't really need more beacons anyway. Oh, fine, you can leave. Right, so what are we up to? Oh, I need to fix this build anyway. I don't even know how I laid it out. Just does some real bizarro snaky business. I'm gonna just change it to something a bit more simple. Unless... yeah, I really can't be bothered. Just do it this way. I'm just looking as I can't be bothered fixing this. Just plug it in there for now. Get rid of it. Admittedly, if I've thought ahead and actually gone to the trouble of moving it over a tile, which I probably could have done, be a little bit nicer. Just measure and rebuild it again. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll get it right first. Which, again, is departing from normal procedures. Me getting things right the first time. Just, it's not standard practice. But certainly give it a good go. I don't even know why I did it this way in the first place. Must have been thinking something crazy. Or at least I must have some crazy idea in mind. There we go. I suppose the bots bring me fresh sets anyway. Fresh set of bots if I lose mine, so it's all good. And where's the last ones there? How am I doing? Pretty good. I was tired, but I'm waking up now. Had the first coffee. I'm moving a little slow. Okay. Keep that. Do I need to rotate the undergrounds? Yes. Yes. I mean, Decon Planner would really speed this up. Then I gotta like set the filter and you know, then paste down a new one. And by the time I finish complaining about it, I'll probably have finished rotating it. But it still would have taken longer than me actually setting up the Decon Planner and blueprinting down a new one. Because, you know, that would be sensible. Oh, there's one missing there. That would do it. That one's partially redone. Thanks for the Factorio Planner mod suggestion. Seems good. Excellent. Yeah, it's a bit confusing at first, but it seems to work quite well. There we go. Certainly helped on the bot base grid thing that I was doing. And it's off by a tile. Something's off by a tile. We're missing inserter. So what is 10 of these output? So horizontal row is 10. Oh, the underground is working. One belt to the right. One belt to the right. Just need to check this. So what was 2700 divided by 2 was 1350. So if I want to side load, I can only go to 1350. Which is a bit under half. So what 140 divided by 3 is not pleasant. I don't think it divides by 4 either. Oh, it does. Oh yeah, because I was thinking 14. Although it doesn't really help me in that regard. Oh, so I just spilled water on my keyboard. That'll be fine. Just learn about that in... That kind of number is a rational number. Don't use hand sanitizer unless there is no sink nearby. Excessive use hand sanitizer dry skin. Yes. Hand sanitizers will destroy your skin and make things worse. Basically, don't touch your face. Probably just leave it at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually, nice, smallish, round numbers is the way to go. Just wrecks your skin, in general. So which one was it? It was the second... Oh, you're missing a inserter. That does pretty decent epoxy glue on, my 2 fingers. Been battling it for a few months. Damn. There it is. And don't use vodka for the alcohol. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Go there. Yeah, it's missing inserter. Well, it was missing inserter. Oh no, it's still missing inserter. That one there. Oh, that's missing inserter too. Oh, fine then. Oop, high train. There we go. That'll get him in here. What's the total? The total is 3136. So where are we at? So 14. So we want to pull that back down to 7. So that's one belt's worth right there. And the other one would be here. It's still actually 4. It's just 4 done properly. Properly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Fine. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4? It's 5, 6, and 7. So that should be 7 total. Verify that, yes. Because I have a habit of screwing these up. We don't need that extra bit of belt on top too, technically. Technically, no. I could actually do that. Suppose I don't need that belt at all, really, because it can just do that. Not sure what I was thinking then. Maybe I'll have to go get that coffee a bit sooner rather than later. Because there's 5, 6, and then 7. And just to make sure, because I never get it right, 7, yeah. That's number 7. And then you go there. I really don't remember how I did any of this. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't actually matter what side it's on. Oh, you need to go into there though. Ooh, you probably could benefit from a thingy. Like that. So it's like that. Now we have one of these. Oh, damn it. Wrong way round. Where's one tells us right, and it'll be fine. Oh yeah, that's one solution. Might be the solution as well. I hate it when that happens. There. Bottom belt say 3.5, not 2. I need for extra balancing between wagons. Probably don't even need that. Because this is dealing with it anyway. How the hell am I going to get this thing? Probably by moving it there. That's not right, is it? Oh dear. Sometimes I just can't brain these things. No, you have to be there. I can't be there anyway. It's a big brain plays right now. I think the answer is I need to move this whole thing. Self-balance? I mean, admittedly, this thing's just way over the top. What a mess you're making. Rip it up and start over. Sounds like a good idea. One tile over, probably. I'm gonna give it as much space as possible, just in case. Possible. It's a word, definitely. Because it does need 2 belts going in. You know that much. I definitely am losing touch with the Factoria though, because I haven't played it nearly as much as I have lately. I think, toss it, start fresh, new base, it's all ruined. Yep. Let's drain this thing out. Hey, Donaika. Take the first 3.5 outputs, feed it to the first 2 wagons. Next 3.5 to the next 2. Oh, right, I get you. Also, why am I running maybe that spilt water is affecting my keyboard. Oh dear. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's S now. That's A. That's Q. That's E. That's D. D. That's... Well, apparently I can only run left now. Oh no. Yeah, I can only... Ugh. That broke a lot of things at once. Train was late. Feature. Do I have a spare keyboard? I do. Now that's just mashing
this
everything.
Is Manchester Station.
I don't even know what all that noise is.
This is the second in our series about the stations in detail,
stand by.
and today we're going to be talking about Manchester. I think this is probably my most favourite station of all the areas we have at McKinley. It was the first station we built. David Marshall was helping me at that stage, and it's the most complete. Like London, it's a terminus, so we have 2 large terminus stations on the railway, London and Manchester. The difference with Manchester
and the mouse went too.
It's a more compressed space. The aisles are narrower, and in a
There it is. Live stream fail. The problem is that everything on the keyboard is, you know, it's got all the media keys as well. A bit of this keyboard is dying. Train station vid sounds interesting. I don't even know where that was coming from. Bring on coffee break. So that's, yeah. Tell you what. I mean, I do have a few tabs. I don't know, I think it's like opened like random YouTube or something. It's the keyboard upside down so the water can drain out. It shouldn't have affected it, because it's resistant already. It was only a little splash. The keyboard might actually just be dying. It might be the case. Tell you what, I'm going to go grab a coffee and I'm going to switch keyboards to the other... Do I even have... What do I have actually? I mean, I've got this... The one plugged into the other PC. I mean, that'll work fine. I don't know if I have another one after that, because I'll probably want to plug something into that one. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick coffee break and then sort that out. So don't go too far.